Welcome to the Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers and Adam Dieselhorse with you from Dewar tonight, where Velma Alma will face the Dewar Dragons. Should be a really good contest. Both teams are undefeated, Adam, and both are in the top 5 of the Class B rankings. And a game that's kind of a cross-sectional game. A couple of really good programs that maybe have a hard time finding some games and some competition. And this has been last year was a game won pretty decidedly by Dewar. We'll see if Velma Alma can make up some ground on them this year.
Yeah, we talk about how sometimes in these lower classes it's hard to find competitive games, and I think this is a tribute to both of these programs for playing each other here. This is going to be a great match. I'm excited to watch it.
Velma won the toss, and they chose to defer to the second half, so Dewar will receive, and they will defend the east goal here. And Landon Richardson, a junior for Velma, will tee it up and kick it off. We've got a couple of really good young quarterbacks in this game tonight. That should be fun to watch. Slade Strickland, a sophomore for Velma, and Peyton Kilhofer, a freshman from Dewar. And the kick is taken at the 25-yard line. And good kick coverage for the Comets. Cole Pierce, a sophomore, in on the tackle.
It's about the deepest kick we've seen so far this year in anything below Class A. A lot of these teams in these smaller classes typically don't have kickers, and they like to do a lot of squibbing and kick that one deep, I would call it.
So the first Dewar possession will start at the 32-yard line. Nevin Corbin, senior running back for Dewar, averaging 19 yards a carry.
That's amazing.
He is in the backfield wearing number 9. Kilhofer pulls it out, and a big stick made by Cash Faulkner, the junior, came up to get Kilhofer after a gain of only 3. Velma had a couple of big licks on that play.
Yeah, big hit there. That was an impressive shot. Great job, though, Reed at the quarterback. Just a great tackle.
Second down and 7. Kilhofer is going to pass, has a man underneath, and the ball is thrown a little wide and high, intended for Christian Cargola, senior wide receiver. That brings up third down and 7. Got a great crowd here tonight. Fantastic hospitality from the folks at Dewar. Had a nice barbecue meal with all kinds of homemade desserts. It was off the charts. Kilhofer gets very close to the first down. Almost got through any resistance up front and was tackled by Benetogi.
Looks like he's going about 2 yards short is what it looks like. Well, I'm not a good judge of distance. He's about a half a yard short. The barbecue's getting to me already.
Kilhofer's going to go under center here. And they hand it off, and boy, that's going to be a first down. Great push as Nevin Corbin picks it up, gains only a couple, and he might have been stopped a little short initially, but a good surge, second surge by the offensive line of the Dragons.
Big conversion for Dewar.
Ball at the 44-yard line. Kilhofer gets loose and finally is tackled, but not before he gets into Comet territory at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Kilhofer going to run with it again, and there is another great tackle by Ben Atogi.
Big hole.
Nice move, and there you see why he averages so many yards per carry. Gets close to the end zone, but he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line. Nice run by Nevin Corbin.
Great job blocking up front, too. There was a really big hole there, and credit Corbin for gaining extra distance, but the hole was there.
First down, a goal to go. Ball on about the 6-yard line. And we have a penalty flag, first of the game. Let's see what this one is on. False start against Dewar will cost him 5 yards. First down from about the 11. First and goal from the 11-yard line.
You Mark, need a little air?
You think we can lift this window up here? I don't know if it'll stay, though.
May not. How about that? Does that feel better?
Oh, yeah. Incomplete pass thrown to the corner of the end zone. Okay.
Normally when it's the last week of September, you don't have to worry about it being 95 degrees at kickoff. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, but that hadn't been the case lately.
Uh-oh. We have some very concerned people in the back row here. But we do have a window open.
Nice move.
Thank you very much. Second down and goal to go for the Dragons. Killhofer hands it off. And Corbin bowls his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dewar. The Dragons take the early lead.
Ooh, they're going to call him out of bounds, Mark. They're going to call him out at about the half-yard line.
We've had a little premature deployment of the confetti here. Quickly back up to the line. And I think he is in this time. Touchdown. Nevin Corbin from 1 yard out puts Dewar on top, 6-0.
Well, Mark, what a drive for Dewar to open this thing up. We know that the 6 points isn't going to win the game for either one of these teams. It's going to be high scoring, I think.
Killhofer looking to throw, has a man, and it's in for the 2-point conversion. Pass complete to Keelan Berry, the junior wide receiver, and that makes it 8-0. You want to talk about a couple of programs that have really been solid here. Dewar 54-3 since 2019. That was the same year that Velma moved into the 8-man ranks and went undefeated in 2019, 9-0. They're 44-7 since that period of time, and Dewar was the 2020 state champions in Class B.
So quick math is 98-10 between the two teams, right?
Yeah.
It's that Fairview education.
That's good. That's good stuff. Velma won state championships in 1993 and 1994. And at one point held the state's longest winning streak in 11-man football, 40 games in a row.
Just great tradition for both of these programs.
So Velma will get their first shot at it here. This is a pretty big physical football team the Comets have. You're going to like to run the ball and run it downhill.
Same thing happened to us last week. It was weird. Oh, here, Steve, for the comments.
Onside kick. Don't think the ball went 10 yards. So Velma will keep it. Dewar trying to jump on him early and retain possession. But that ball came up just short of going the required 10 yards.
I appreciate Dewar making me look smart by my comment about the onsides and squibs.
Slade Strickland took over at the quarterback position. Game one after an injury. And we have false start on the Comets.
We saw this Velma Alma team in the regional basketball tournament at Okarche this last year. That was Impressive athletes they have.
Moves him back 5 years. Had a chance to talk to Coach Kenny Bear, basketball coach. Said that he feels like they got a chance to be pretty good again in hoops.
I messaged Kenny. I asked him if he'd come on with us at half. See if he'd be good to have him on, visit with him. He may not want to come across enemy lines. Ooh,
quick
that
pass.
Could go.
And this one, just falls down, trying to make a cut. Or we would have probably been even here pretty quickly, or at least touchdown for the Comets. Big first play.
Yeah, big-time speed shown there by Walker.
Langston Walker, the senior. Nothing doing for Talon Quick. Junior met with resistance from the Dewar defensive line. Isaac Powell, the nose guard, a junior, was there with the initial stop. Second down and 9. Handoff again, a little trap play, and better, more open rushing yards for Talon Quick. He's short of the first down. Naya Corbin on the tackle. Third down and 5. Now 3rd and 4 for the Comets. Both of these teams, excellent participation. A lot of kids out for football. Strickland under a heavy rush, and he's dropped. Sacked by Naya Corbin. Back-to-back tackles for Corbin.
This will be an interesting decision here by Velma, but man, what a play by Corbin.
Comets brought a bunch of people tonight. Look at the visiting stands over there. It's full. What a great setting this is for a high school football game. People in lawn chairs around, and right here in the hills of eastern Oklahoma. Strickland under heavy rush from behind. He is able to get the football off, but at the feet of his intended receiver, and the Dragons take over.
Great pursuit that time by Dewar. What a great job of hunkering down and getting a stop, because I'm telling you, points are going to be in plenty, I think, tonight. These two teams have some explosive players on the offensive side of the ball. Mark, how many miles is it from, take a guess, from Velma to Dewar?
Well, I actually was going to Google this up earlier today, and I did not. So, I'm going to, about mile marker 240 here. So I'm going to say 174 miles.
How about, that's a fairly great guess.
Deep ball, and just overthrown for Keelan Berry, who had a step on his defender. 174, you think I'm close?
158. How about that?
Not bad, not bad.
That was a good guess.
Quarterback, another run. I think he's got enough for the first down to move the chains.
We just got news that Kenny Bear is willing to come across enemy lines for a halftime interview.
All right. It's a good stop by Velma. Got some penetration in the defensive front. Broderick Spigner, Jr., he leads the team in tackles for losses. Had 10 coming in and was able to stop Corbin for a gain of only 2. Corbin gets it again. Breaking tackles, run with authority, and goes to the 42-yard line and picks up another first down. Got to be impressed with the way that Corbin keeps his feet moving and runs with a lot of power.
Runs very strong. He's going to be kicking himself in the film session, though, because he's going to see that cut back towards our side of the field had a lot more green space. I'm here to be critical.
Handoff. Again, breaking tackles. Corbin is tough to bring down. He's taking some big hits, but the leg drive just keeps moving. He picks up 8 yards. Kilhofer is hit. They're on the right at the line of scrimmage. Riker Sander, a sophomore for Velma, keeps him from making a first down. 3rd down and 2. And this is going to cost Dewar 5 yards. Damian Smith with a little movement up front. And it'll bring it back to 3rd down and 8 to go.
Got a little help from Cashin Wildcats defensive coordinator Tony Wood. He let me know that Kilhofer's dad, Josh, who was very hospitable of us, was a Weatherford. Went to Weatherford.
Okay.
And then his senior year, he went to Henrietta, and he was a part of those teams at Weatherford that went undefeated and won state championships with Colby Miller and that crew back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Fun fact.
Very good. Yeah.
Good ball.
I'll tell you what, they are very good, trusting people here at Dewar. They let us stay in the home ec room unsupervised.
They did.
With plenty of barbecue and desserts and pies. It was fantastic.
How good was the what did Vegas Kerr tell us it was? What was the dessert? Churro cheesecake. Yes. Phenomenal.
Churro cheesecake is pretty good. First down for the Dragons. They're going to throw it again. And, boy, a big lick delivered by Keelan Berry. Both these teams are really hitting hard out there early. That's a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards. So another great play on first down.
Well, one thing is apparent, Dewar and Velma, they spend time in the weight room. You can tell. Both teams.
.509 to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 2 to go from the 13-yard line. Dragons scored on their opening possession after converting a 4th down and then stopped the Comets on a 4th down play to get the football back. Corbin runs right up the middle. He's going to have enough for the first down and make it 1st down and goal to go.
Give a shout out to that O-line up front for Dewar there. Open up some big holes. That's big number 33, who I believe is
Damian Smith.
Damian Smith. Get some of the other names. How about 26, Cade Henderson?
Kilhofer is down to the 1-yard line.
25, Isaac Powell. They're doing a great job blocking up front.
Powell is a junior. Same with Smith. So a couple underclassmen on this Dewar team that one of the very best in Class B. Motion. Kilhofer gives it to Nevin Corbin, and Corbin is in for the touchdown. That makes it 14-0 in favor of Dewar. 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
If they do it that fast. We've got
Kilhofer will go under center. Fakes the handoff to Corbin's going to throw it again. He's got a man wide open. The 2-point conversion is successful on the pitch and catch to Keelan Berry. 4:19 to go in the first quarter. The Dragons lead the Comets 16-0. We'll be back with more right after this.
Horse Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorse works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Kick will go out of bounds. Try to kick it into a little different spot there for the Dragons. Comets are going to end up even with a little worse field position than they had last time on the onside attempt. We'll see if they can move the football here. Down 16 zip early. Strickland. He's got 4 receivers. Throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Akers. Connor Akers gets a first down to the 48-yard line. Pickup of 13. Comets are spreading it out here, staying with the same formation. Akers goes in motion. Akers gets a quick pass, and he has another first down, knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Velma moving the football and a couple of quick passes. Screen pass set up beautifully, and a good tackle for Dewar by Keelan Berry, who wasn't fooled. But the Comets set that screen up pretty nicely.
I like this quick passing game stuff from Velma. It's very tough to defend.
It certainly is, especially in the 8-man ranks.
Yes.
Going to be a little option play. The pitch is made, and we're going to have holding, costly penalty on the Comets. Talon Quick carry the football, and this one's going to come back.
Well, that was very obvious from here.
Dewar's got 5 men playing pretty close to the line of scrimmage. And so there is some potential to try to get to the edge of the outside.
Velma doesn't need to try to get it all back here. You obviously are in a situation where you've probably got at least 2 more downs to try to convert here, midfield.
Strickland going to toss it out. We got a halfback pass and a man wide open. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Halfback pass from Talon Quick to Langston Walker, and it goes 41 yards for the score. That had the Dragons fooled.
What a great play call. Great job. What do I know? Get it all back at one time. That's what you do.
Big play.
Well, and honestly, I love the play call. When you have a very aggressive defense like what Dewar likes to do, trick plays like that are smart, maybe something, on the backside. So great play calling there on that drive by Velma.
Yeah, it's something to think about as well. Comets are going to go for it. And penalty. Caden Lyle is the Wildcat quarterback in there. And the Comets will be penalized 5 yards for illegal procedure. So this will move the Comets back 5 yards. Strickland comes back in the quarterback position. Under a heavy rush, throws it into the end zone, and it is dropped or thrown behind Connor Akers. So 16-6. We'll take a quick break, come back here with the Dragons to receive the kickoff.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back. Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers, Adam Dieselhorst here in Dewar as the Dragons are on top of the Velma Alma Comets 16-6. And Dewar is a Squirtle school. They get their own broadcast going. We really appreciate them sharing the booth with us tonight, and they do a great job here.
Yeah, and they're brand new. This is the first year they've done it, so big thanks to Mr. Kilhofer and obviously Coach Bean and the community. But, yeah, they do a fantastic job. I don't remember the gentleman's name, but I know he's a Dewar grad. He's been around for a long time, and he's up calling the game tonight. So if you're not tuned into us, tune into DewarDragons.tv and check him out.
There's an onside kick attempt, and it is fielded by the Dragons, so they'll take over with pretty good field position here at the 44-yard line. Joe Fowler on the call for the Dragons local network.
He was letting us enter in the VIP area to park. I should have known. He said he had a broadcasting degree. So,
now, I did not get into the VIP area to park, but I will tell you this: it is not a very long walk from where my car is across the field.
You of all people, Mark, not to get VIP. I mean,
they did have to allow some special access over there. So. Kilhofer back to pass, has his man. It's complete, and a great burst of speed shown by the Dragons receiver, Christian Cargola. Well, Cargola broke through a few tacklers and picked up a first down.
Big-time credit to Riker Sanner for the Comets because, I mean, that could have went for 6 quick.
Kilhofer going to run with it, and he is stopped, hanging on for dear life as Broderick Spigner.
So, Mark, I got a question for you. Have you ever called a better mascot matchup, the Comets and the Dragons?
This is a pretty good one.
It's tops the list, right?
It's pretty good. I have to think about that.
I mean, there's some great mascots out there, but for two of them of this stature, mascot-wise, to match up, it's one of the better.
There are a few other Comets. I'm not sure that there are. There's not many Dragons. Purcell Dragons.
Yes.
Dewar Dragons. Classen Comets.
Hinton.
Bishop Kelly Comets.
Is Hinton the Comets?
Hinton Comets. Nevin Corbin with a gain of a couple.
2:25 to go. Tell you what, Vegas Kerr is doing a heck of a job on this clock because he has no vision of the clock. So big shout out to him.
It is impressive, and especially with all the action that's going on in the collegiate ranks tonight, to keep him focused, it's probably a pretty difficult task. And Corbin is going to be down at the 36-yard line, so it'll be 4th down and about 4 to go. A stop would be big here for the Comets.
That was my man Riker Sanner again coming in there. Great job of pursuing. Went low, smart decision, made the tackle.
Dixon Comets, another Comets. Thank you for my own personal legal counsel in-house, Amanda Gentry, for that. Offsides penalty, and that will move back the Dragons 5 more yards. The Beavers and the Utes is a pretty good nickname matchup, too.
That's a great nickname matchup for sure. Do we have any Beavers in Oklahoma?
Just the Beaver.
Just
Dusters.
Beaver, the Duster. The Duster is a great undervalued mascot, by the way.
How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
He's got himself a Three Musketeers.
That's a solid candy bar. You eat the outside first, then the nougat afterwards.
Killoffer rolling to his right under pressure,
That's picked.
and it is an interception.
It's my guy, Riker Sanner.
Sanner with another play, made several on that possession, and so first stop of the game for the Comets.
Big time job there by Velma. They get the score, they get the ball back, put another one on the board, and we'll have ourselves a game here early in the first quarter. I guess late in the first quarter.
We need to ask Vegas Kerr what the total is in this game tonight. The over-under. 98. Okay.
That's pretty high, Vegas. We're almost through a quarter.
Dewar switches up their defense a little bit, and a different look against this four-receiver formation, and they get a stop after a gain of about 4 yards.
Man, I'll tell you what, Velma has some electric athletes out on the edge. They've got great speed. Obviously, just looking at Dewar, you definitely don't want to try to run at them.
Second down and 8. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Strickland is going to run. Boy, that hole opened up pretty big, but was swallowed up very quickly. And a nice play made by Dominic Celestine.
These two linebackers for Dewar, man, they sure look the part, don't they?
They do. There's a lot of really, really good-looking kids out here on both sides. No mystery why these teams are both ranked in the top 5.
Not afraid of the weight room, I can tell you that.
That will do it. That's the end of the first quarter. Take a quick break. 16-6 in favor of Dewar. You're watching the Squirrel Game of the Week.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older.
I think it is. It's maybe construction night or like they got a theme. That's the theme. Yeah.
I've never seen a pink construction vest.
I haven't either. That's a first.
Third down play. The Comets. Strickland is stopped. A gain of 2, so it brings up a 4th down and 2.
As
I
everyone,
like the student section themes, by the way.
I do too. I love it.
Would you like to give an opinion on the uniform battle tonight?
I'm going to go with Dewar. I like Velma's look, but I'm going with Dewar. I like the it's almost Oregon State looking. Ooh, Celestine came across quick. Call false start.
And there's a little more pushing and shoving there after the play is over. So let's see which side this is on.
Obviously, being a Squirtle guy, I'm a big fan of bright colors. So
it is absolutely modeled after Oregon State.
Totally. I like it, too. I like the DD on the helmet with the
double
numbers.
D?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the numbers on the side, too. I like that look. We at Fairview, our head coach, Lyle Welsh, she was not a big fan of helmet decals. We convinced him one year to let us put our numbers on the side of the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
We played one bad game, and he made us take them off.
Now, that is old school.
Yes.
You got to have a decal on the helmet, man.
Nope, just solid orange and a black face mask.
Nice pitch and catch, and Connor Akers is loose, and he is going to go the distance. Matter of fact, he's not going to go the distance. I spoke too soon again on that corner. It's a little tricky down there, Adam.
That's Nevin Corbin with a great hustle play. And I'll tell you, right behind Corbin was, I cannot pronounce Ben's name, but Ben Adagi? Is that how you pronounce that?
I think we need you need to text Coach Bear
We
again.
need clarification. But Ben is fast, I can tell you that much. Ben with a great effort there. Great camera work there, too, by Cole Jones.
Comets. Strickland
He's got it.
is in. Made a couple of men miss, and that's back-to-back scores for the visitors. Comets find the end zone, 16-12.
Well, and a lot of times when you see these games that are high scoring like this, especially in 8-man, it's all about the 2-point conversions. And obviously Dewar has converted on both of theirs, so it gives them the upper hand so far. I hate to tell you, Mark, but Blackwell's down 14-0 early in the first quarter. So
They're still covering. Who are the Maroons playing tonight?
they're playing OCS.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to go well. Next week is the 35th reunion in Blackwell. I will not be attending that. But always a good time. Miss all my classmates there. 2-point conversion is going to be stopped by the Dragons. Talon Quick was unable to get in, and those two conversion differences could be big in this game so far. We'll take a timeout, come back. Dewar gets the football, 11:01 to go in the first half, 16-12 in favor of the Dragons.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Are you looking for a local reliable?
Welcome back. Comets will kick it off to the Dragons. See if they employ a little onside this time. More of a directional kick. We have a whistle. Looks like we will do it all over again.
Taking a look at some of the games next week as possibilities for our game of the weeks. How about Guthrie at McGinnis? How about Sand Springs at Stillwater? How about a Regent Prep at Drumright game of the week? Any of those three.
All could be very good.
We obviously
Piedmont and Guthrie playing tonight. Guthrie was up big on the Wildcats in that one, I believe 21-0.
Wow.
Early.
I think Guthrie's pretty dang good.
Guthrie is really good. And it's interesting to me. I think Elgin is really good in another district there. But, man, it will be a tall task to defeat Carl Albert this year. Big hole. And a gain all the way into Comet territory. Cash Faulkner with the big return. Carl Albert won big last night. Looks like we got a lot of competitive games in Class B tonight. Just looking through some of the scores here. Turpin 22, Ringwood 14. This one, pretty good one.
How about that Oklahoma Bible Wacomas game, 12-8? That's an interesting one.
Someone on the app has already given Velma a touchdown. It's like, I would know that this. I don't think we have a latency issue here. Kilhofer pulls it out and is still running, dragging Comets with him to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 10. Just going to be, I think, about a half yard shy of the first down. Sealing and Pond Creek Hunter, 14-6. Kilhofer hands it off to Corbin. And look at Corbin still going. He runs low to the ground and with authority. Very difficult to get down. Did we have some? We had some disagreements on the uniform selection.
We got a we got a Comet vote because they don't like the fact that the numbers are not outlined on Dewar's side from a said coach that we won't mention.
Shaq?
Shaq's he's dreaming of his 8-man days.
But the uniform, I mean, I think the uniforms, they don't need the outline. They're very clear to see, and they're big, and that's, good for the broadcasters. Timeout for Dewar. We'll take it with them. 9:48 to go in the first half. It's Dewar 16, Velma Alma 12. Stay tuned to the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction.
First down at 10 for Dewar. 28-yard line. Kilhofer hands it off to Corbin. Corbin breaks through, and he is finally tackled, but another big gain. That's about his average, Adam. Picked up 20.
I mean, kid is talented. Like you said, he runs with a great pad level and runs hard. 9:33 left.
First down just outside the 20. I call it the 24-yard line of the Comets. Whoa, nice cutback. Corbin is gone for the touchdown. 24-yard run, untouched. Great blocking up front, and Dewar ends the back-to-back scoring drives of Velma with a touchdown of their own.
Well, big-time answer, like you said, for Dewar. Velma punched back, and Dewar gets back on the board. And these conversions, I'm telling you, are going to be huge.
If they can convert this extra point, it would be like basically having another touchdown. Corbin is he in? I don't know. He is not in. They get the stop. Well, so the lead is back to 10, 22-12. I will say this. I'm going to give the edge to the Dewar public address announcer as the top gun of the season so far.
And the music has been phenomenal. In between the possessions, and crowd's great. It's a great atmosphere. I mean, you see all the people that you can't really show it, but down in the end zone, there's a ton of people in lawn chairs.
on both sides. You really have to like a place where you can pull up in the truck or the car and see the game. You can do it here either on the end zone or even the sides.
Yeah. It's a great atmosphere, I can tell you that much. I know you talked about Marlowe's atmosphere last week, which I heard was just absolutely phenomenal, but in small school 8, man, this is one of the better atmospheres I've seen.
You ever been to a game at Buffalo?
I have. We called a semifinal game at Buffalo the year during COVID after a 20-some-inch snowstorm. Timberlake and Buffalo played. They have the old rodeo grandstands.
Pretty similar where you can pull the trucks up in the end zone, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dragons are going to kick this one off, try to get it into a spot, returned by Walker, and Walker gets free, brings it back to the 41-yard line. So pretty good field position for the Comets. I was pretty pleased to know that we were here on the first level of the press box because I thought we were going to have to maybe dial up Squirtle's HR department if I was going to get up that ladder.
That ladder was dicey.
The steps of the ladder were very small.
Yeah, they were. I know some of our crew would not have made it up that.
Strickland is hit in the backfield. Big tackle for the Dragons. Cade Henderson in on the stop. Second down and 9 to go. Strickland going to run a little quarterback draw, and he is stopped at the 47-yard line. Several Dragons in on the stop. Dominic Celestine was the first guy to get there. Third down and 4 to go.
Strickland took a shot there, man. Tough kid get up there. Celestine came in and hit him hard from behind when he was trying to get extra yardage.
Strickland almost got one of the Dragon defenders to jump on that hard count. Now has a play. You're going to hand it off to the running back, and there is nothing doing. Big stop for the Dragons. Coming up to make the tackle is Nevin Corbin. Also assisting on the stop, Dominic Celestine.
Just anything trying to run the ball is tough on this Dewar line.
Cade Henderson, one of the ends, over there on that side of the football. Now, Corbin, the other end. Motion from Talon Quick. Strickland is going to get the first down and more, and he pops free. He is at the 20, at the 15.
Great block.
Cuts across and scores. It looked like the Dragons had to stop, and somehow Strickland was able to wiggle out of it and turn on the Jets. Big fourth down touchdown.
Well, and how about the block out front by the wide receiver?
Big play. 7:13 to go. Makes it 22-18. Vegas Curves total is, I think, looking more likely. Strickland rolls to his right, and that ball is caught. Conversion is good. 22-20. 7:13 to go. The Velma band is doing a good job here tonight, making the long trip.
I'll give you another shout out to all the Squirtle app scorers out there. They are updating the score quicker than I can even input it on our scoreboard. So big shout out to whoever is out there scoring this game. They are quick on the draw. You, Mark, going to check that our other game of the week, what the score is over there in Perkins tonight?
We will. I can do that momentarily. Big Class 3A District 1. Comets, a little short kick. He's going to bounce. And Faulkner breaks free. If he can beat one man, he might be off to the races. Faulkner at the 20, at the 10, and just like that, the Dragons get the 6 back on a 70-yard kickoff return. We were just giving you credit, Vegas Kerr. Total is looking good. I think that the live game total is up to about 110 right now.
What a game.
28 to 20. I think for sure if you're Velma, they made the semifinals last year in Class B. Dewar was eliminated by OBA in the second round, I believe, in one of those. That was just a tough matchup for them. But Velma got beat 46-0 on their home field last year in this game. So they are playing much better and standing up to this big-time Dragon squad tonight in a much better way than they did a year ago.
Which I think everyone knew this game would have been was going to more than likely play out to be a much better matchup than last year's game. So far, it's been as expected.
Handoff on the reverse, and that's going to be good for 2. Keenan Berry runs it into the end zone for the Dragons. So the lead is back to 10. We'll take a quick break here before the kickoff. Dewar on top, 30 to 20.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Welcome back. 30 to 20, the score. Big kickoff return for the Dragons. 7:02 to go here in the first half. Comets about ready to get it back. Kickoff strategy is a little interesting. That ball was just driven straight out of bounds. Both teams have tried onsides so far here this evening.
Well, it's
both unsuccessful.
It's apparent. Both teams can have skill guys on the back end that can take it to the house. So I think both these teams are a little fearful of kicking. I think Velma's going to be a little cautious about that next time too.
And I believe that's one thing in the 8-man ranks where you only have 8 guys on the field covering a kickoff. It makes things a lot more difficult.
Sure does. A lot more field spread open.
So I'm kind of learning. I think that is a good strategy.
Perkins leads Metro 7-0 with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Strickland throws outside, and good defense by Dewar. Good pursuit to stop that play from going any further than 4 yards.
Westmore leads Jinx 7-0 first quarter.
Second down and 7 to go for the Comets. Strickland, little give and go. He's going to run, and he's got some open field in front of him. Nice tackle made from the Dragons. Christian Cargola makes the stop before he could go any further.
Great open field tackle. We've seen the secondary of both these teams make great open field tackles so far.
First and 10. Strickland is going to throw, has a man underneath. First down. Comets really, with a young quarterback, sophomore, really could throw the football well.
Yeah, I like their skill guys, too, outside on the edge. They got a lot of guys that can run and catch.
Officials are going to measure. We have first down here, Adam? Or no?
I don't know. I need some Dr. Bilardo vision.
Yes.
I think that's short.
I'm going to say short as well.
Short by about a nose.
Good call. Second down and a nose. So can kind of hit him with about anything here.
Like the Jeopardy music.
Yeah, the band, that's outstanding work on their part. Oh, man, big play in the backfield, and he got away. Nice stunt from the Dewar defensive line.
Goodness gracious. That's number 8 on the edge that time. That's Naya Corbin.
It's a big stop to push him back and set up a fourth down here. Strickland scored on a long touchdown on the last fourth down attempt for the Comets. Strickland is stopped, and I think they're going to be short here. It looks like it's going to be Dewar football. Officials are looking at it. They got a lot of help from the Dragons. Coach Bean is having a discussion with the officials here. They're going to measure it. You got the last one right, Adam? What do you see here?
He's short. They are short. They're short by half a yard.
Bean is ready to send the offense back out on the field. So here comes the chains.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, you're right. Dewar takes over and again stops, really coming at a premium in this game. Comets want to talk things over here. We'll take a timeout with them. Dewar up 10 with the football.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Welcome back. Dragons take over the football at the 42-yard line, their own 42. Corbin gets the handoff, and he breaks into the open, and Corbin is gone. They're not going to catch him. One play, 58 yards. Devin Corbin takes it to the house.
Well, in that time, they caught Velma in a run blitz, and Velma just guessed wrong. And credit to the O-line up front and credit to the play calling. Big-time run. He just got his average back.
Yeah, he did. 58 yards. And he's had a couple of big runs. 24-yard touchdown run for the last score for Dewar from scrimmage, and they will, again, attempt the 2-point conversion. Pass is picked off. And so the conversion attempt is thwarted by the Comets' defense. 5:03 to go in the first half. The lead is up to 16, 36-20 in favor of Dewar.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashin, Guthrie, Luke.
Welcome back. Take a look at some of the other Class B scores. Sealing all over Pond Creek Hunter. That explosion in that game, 46-6. It was close early. OBA 28, Waukomis 8, Turpin 30, Ringwood 20. Cherokee on top of Balco Forgan, 40-6. This is normally a lot for a lot of Class B programs, an off week because kind of a chance to regroup before district play begins next week. A lot of teams play the week 0.
See that in Class A too as well. A lot of teams are off in Class A, I believe, this week.
So it's a little bit of a slow week in this class. This is definitely the game, I think, of the week to highlight.
How's that Blanchard-Newcastle game going?
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Let's check real quick. Over at our other game of the week, it's still 7-0.
Guthrie 28, Piedmont 0.
Man.
Preston Poole, colleague from the Sports Animal, is covering that Newcastle Blanchard game tonight. They had that inflatable racer. He said it took him 45 minutes to blow it up.
No flag on the play.
Blanchard 14, Newcastle 10. Second quarter. Clinton on top of Elk City 6-0 at halftime. Sure that's a fist fight.
Kingfisher Yellow Jackets are up 24-0. They may get them the first W of the year.
Perkins continues to lead Metro. 7-0. Marlowe on top of Lone Grove, 14-0. Are the Comets going to return the favor of the kickoff? Tackle made by Clark Hatima. But a nice return for the Comets.
Still 4:54 to go here in this first half. That is an eternity for how many points that have been put up here early already. I'd like to see Velma get back to their quick passing game stuff. I really think that's where they have their most success against this tough defense from Dewar.
The Comets are spreading it out. Now, help me out here, Adam. Tell me why you think that they have two sections of stands here and then a big hole in the middle of where the 40 to 50-yard line would be.
I don't know. It's an interesting alignment.
Surely someone here knows. We'll have to research that.
Maybe it's a strategy by the home team to disperse the noise.
I would assume
it's not so abrupt.
I would assume those stands were not built over the summer. I think they've been there for a while. So
big time sack there by Dewar.
They got Strickland. He's going to drop back to pass. And there's a big gain just running through the defenders. And that is a touchdown. Velma scores. Langston Walker has got some serious speed. Just emerged from a big group of players over there and lengthened his strides away from everybody else very quickly.
I'm telling you, there are some skill kids that can get it in this game on both sides. Just like that, 36-26. Vegas Kerr's line he's going to be all over it. We doubted him, and
was it 98.5 or 96.5?
I think it was 98.5. I think I see a Kenny Bear sighting.
It's like a light rock radio station. And the conversion attempt is no good. So we're going to have a couple of flags thrown here. Could we have an ejection?
I don't know what's going to happen here. I think they're going to be unsportsmanlike both ways.
Unsportsmanlike both teams.
All right. Well, no harm. 2 fouls. You think we will? Are we going to have some upsets in the big class tonight?
Well, I saw that Westmore Jinx score.
I thought this would be a really good year for Westmore. I know that they got pasted by Union earlier this season, but Jinx has already dropped a game to one of the West Side schools, Santa Fe.
Still 7-6. Westmore leads.
Enid on top of Moore, 20-7.
Didn't Enid beat Moore last year?
Might have.
Yeah. Norman North 21-7 over Broken Arrow. Got a Mustang Owasso score, 6-3.
Edmond Santa Fe looks pretty tough this year. All right, let's see what the Comets choose to do here on the kickoff. And it's a squibber, and it is loose. Finally taken. And not much running room there as the Comets did a much better job covering that kick.
Make sure for all the fans out there, make sure to tune in at halftime to listen to longtime head basketball coach Kenny Bear from Velma Alma, who's going to come join us at half. I believe Kenny is also an administrator of some kind. I don't know exactly what role he plays, but
is he the get back coach tonight?
I actually I don't think so. I don't think he's on the sidelines for football. Kenny is a legend and a heck of a basketball coach.
And we have a penalty.
May delay a game.
You want to know what adds to Kenny's legend?
What's that?
Is that his travels took him through McAllister, where he ate at Rosanna's pregame meal.
How did that happen?
I think that if you're coming over from Velma, might be one way to go.
Yeah. Big defensive stop there that time by Velma. Haven't had many negative plays on offense on the Dewar side, and big-time play there.
.329 to go in the first half. Velma, see if they can get a stop here and retake some of the momentum. They're going to be holding on the play, and this one's coming back. Look at the moves made by Corbin. Corbin stiff arms the defender, Strickland. What a play.
Well, and this possession is going the wrong way if you're Dewar.
So can you calculate this since you've got the Fairview?
I'm going to say
diploma?
that it's second down and Velma Alma. They're literally about where Velma Alma came from.
I said second and 23 over the PA here. I don't.
It's further than
that. That's not right. They got to get to the 45 from the second and.
Or the 28. Yeah. Ooh, they got him too.
Long pass, intercepted.
Lobbed up too much.
Threw up the wheel route and it's picked off. And a good play from the free safety back there, Isaac Camarillo. And this puts the Comets in really good shape here before half.
Well, and Kilhofer just put way too much air under that ball. He had a man there quick. Great job by the safety, playing center field and picking it off. And, hey, look at it. Look at what we got here. Velma's right where they want to be, just down 10 here, about to punch it in.
Strickland trying to get away, and he can't. Stopped. Great penetration from the Dewar defensive front.
That was Henderson again.
Those edge players are really tough for Dewar.
And one thing about what Velma has had success with, the quick passing game stuff, when you get down in this condensed end zone, condensed area, it kind of shrinks what you can do. Makes it a little tougher on the offense.
Second down at 13. Strickland is going to throw, and more good defense from Dewar as they get there to wrap up Walker. And it looks like the Dragons defense is stepping up to the occasion after the turnover.
Great job of the linebackers there in pursuit on that pass. Last time they were a little bit late. Walker made them pay, but this time they were right there.
Walker took big hit. That play, he's got his hands on his hips. Clock running at 1:38 to go in the first half. Strickland over the middle and incomplete. Let's see what got a penalty flag here. Holding. Probably be declined. And it'll bring up 4th down and 15.
Holding against the Comets is declined. It's going to be 4th and 15.
$1:23 to go, and the Comets will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back for a really important play here before the end of the first half. It's Dewar 36, Velma Alma 26 on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today. Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us.
4th down and 15 to go for Velma. Strickland drops straight back, has a man, and it is incomplete. Underthrown for Langston Walker, who had his man beat to the inside. So Dewar gets it back here with 1:18 to go in the first half. Sure. 1:18 to go. The Dragons have it. Let's welcome in the basketball coach, the head basketball coach for the Comets, Mr. Kenny Bear.
Good to be here. What a game.
It has been a great game so far and very physical. I mean, there's a lot of speed out there. There's been a lot of contact and hard hitting. So I was telling Adam, for the Comets, they got beat 46-0 in this game a year ago. That has to be quite a measuring stick for improvement.
It is. It is. They kind of snuck up on us and hit us in the mouth last year. So we were fired up to come up here today and see how we stack up this year.
Kilhofer is stopped after a gain of only a couple, under a minute to play here. Ken, you got a great crowd tonight. You got a lot of people coming from Velma.
Hey, this has been 27 years, ever since I've been at Velma. We will travel in all sports. But, yeah, we have every bit as many as they do. We've come 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Our team does travel well. Our fans are pretty good about that.
Yeah, this is a great setting for a game, too, here.
It is.
It's fantastic, I think, fantastic setting for the way the field is and big atmosphere and environment. Corbin is stopped, be 4th down, and I think they'll probably just take this to halftime. So a lot of football players playing the basketball team for you guys?
I got quite a few out there. I've got at least 6 that I know will come out, and several of them are going to get major playing time. So I know we're going to make a deep run in football, but we'll be ready. I'm excited about this season, upcoming season.
That's outstanding, and great participation for the football team. So it looks like,
yes,
a lot of the if you're in school in Velma, Alma, you're participating in athletics of some kind.
Yes, we do have good good numbers this year for sure in all of our sports, and football team is up over 30, and that hasn't happened very many years I've been at Velma. And got a good young sophomore class, is a big number of them, so we have it going for a few more years.
How's the school adapting to the 8-man ranks?
Well, everybody likes it. When we discussed it, 5 years ago, it was split. I mean, it really was split on who you talked to. They wanted to go to it. They didn't think it was football and blah, blah, blah. But
right.
Bottom line is you're playing football, and cheerleaders are out there. The band's playing. The fans are in the stands, and you're watching a football game. So it's been good for us in our community. And just like this in sports, when you're winning, it cures lots of ails. And our last couple of years of playing 11-man, we were low in numbers and a little bit down in some talent areas. But we come to 8-man and had some success. And everybody's on the board now.
Yeah, for the most part, again, it's been nothing but success for the football program for a long, long period of time there. They've done a really, really nice job. So now you told me that you ate at Rosanna's on the way over tonight?
I did. I made a little bit of a detour and went through Ada and McAllister and ate at Krebs, Rosanna's, Italian food. I sure did.
Well, that sounds delicious. I'll tell you what, they treated Adam and I and our guys tonight like kings. I mean, we had homemade desserts, we had barbecue. It was something else. So it's been a great hospitality here from the folks in Dewar. So
well, I'm impressed with the setup they have here. I didn't know really where Dewar was until I started typing it in my phone, and I was shocked that it's 2 miles from Henrietta.
Yeah, right.
So I've been through Henrietta to Tulsa. From Ada to Tulsa and Velma to Tulsa many times, and I just didn't know where Dewar was. So
it's just right there off of 75. So when will you have your guys in the gym? You guys start practice on November 1st?
October 1st. So this Sunday, the OBCA, Oklahoma Boys Basketball Coach Association, we have our fall clinic, and Edmond North is going to have his team there to demonstrate some drills. Then they've got the head coach at Kansas State's going to talk for a couple hours, giving a clinic. And then Donnie Husband's back at Merritt, Oklahoma, and he's going to have his team practice for an hour or so. And then starting Monday, up until now you can have kids in the gym 8th hour, 7th hour, and you can go 1 hour a day. And then that's all you're supposed to do. So starting Monday or Sunday, I guess, if you wanted to practice on Sunday, you can stay until the coach gets tired instead of 1 hour. So,
yeah.
And I've got 9 kids in the gym, but I don't, when football's over is when I feel like we start basketball.
Yeah.
So we're not. Some bigger schools will go ahead and start playing games, and as long as I've been at Velma, we've never played a basketball game while football season was in.
Yeah.
So
I hope in December.
And I mean this. I know that there's some basketball coaches who might not feel this way, but I sincerely want our football team to win it all. And if we miss some basketball games, and we miss some basketball games, I just think the pride and the spirit and just what it brings to your school when you have a successful football team is going to just lead to what we can do in basketball. So.
Yeah, no doubt about that. We were talking a little bit earlier, Stevens County Tournament. The county tournament's a very unique thing, and that's great that's kind of continued there for a long period of time where you guys get to go up against some bigger schools.
It is.
Marlowe and Duncan.
Listen, I grew up in Ada, and then I coached in Ada. We didn't ever play in a county tournament, and I didn't think much of it. And then when I came to Velma, I quickly learned how important the county tournament is, and then it is neat getting to play a Marlowe and a Comanche.
Yeah.
Almost every year we'll play one of those two. And but on a Thursday night, the winners bracket night of the Stevens County, we hosted in 4 different gyms, rotating by alphabetical order, but Comanche, Central, and Marlowe and Velma. And on Thursday night, you won't find a place to sit in any one of those 4 gyms. It's just really a neat atmosphere. So I always look forward to playing in the Stevens County. Last year we had it at Velma, and Marlowe was very good in 3A, I think, maybe 4A. I don't know what they were in basketball.
3A.
But it goes down to overtime, and we had a chance at the fourth quarter to win it. So, you're usually – and I wasn't happy with the loss, but it was a great game. And, I mean, nobody left the gym early, and we're excited when it comes to Stevens County tournament time.
Basketball in really good shape, Oklahoma high school-wise, it seems like it is.
It is. you know, and Velma's been a good place for basketball. Before I got there, and since I've been there, we've had chances to go to the state tournament and been in a lot of big games. And I think across the state, you know, when you go to the state tournaments, you can see what kind of shape Oklahoma basketball's in. Nobody, or at least I know better than to think that this is a basketball state. And if you let that bother you, you're probably in the wrong place,
right,
doing the wrong job. But I don't feel like our school is, you know, I think maybe football might be more popular, but when it's basketball season, I get the guys that need to play, and this community comes about like this when we travel. So I think basketball's in a good place. I do. They've been talks about the shot clock, and I think they're starting it this year in the big schools.
It's
I voted for it. I don't think it. I think there's too many small schools that think about the cost and who's going to run it. You have to hire somebody else to run it. Well, you're going to have to install 1 or 2 clocks at either end. But being 60 years old and coached 38 years, I kind of would like it. I just think it would be a fun change in my last few years of coaching to have to manage. You know, when it gets to 10 seconds, you got to have something you know you're going to do.
Sure.
If you get that deep into the shot clock, but it's going to be interesting to see how that goes over at the big schools, and I really would like to see it come down to the small schools in the next couple of years. So.
I would say I can see I see both sides of this argument, and you know we did have the 4-2 game last year. That's an outlier,
yes.
But if you're going to hold the basketball, you better be pretty good to do it. Because most of the times the teams try to do that, they're not good enough to handle the basketball for that long in possession. So it's not easy.
You're right, and man, I've been guilty of holding the ball to win a game, and you know you'll hear some coaches talk that the one advantage a team has that's not quite as talented as another is you can hold the ball if you're capable, and then they don't get the ball enough to score the points they want to score. So. If I wanted to, I could argue the other side of it. But,
sure.
But I voted yes, and it didn't pass in our class. But I'm anxious to see how it goes in the bigger schools and see how if it will trickle down to small school basketball.
Well, Kenny, it's great to visit with you. Good to see you.
Always.
And we appreciate you coming over here to hang out with us on the halftime.
Always a pleasure.
You bet.
I'm glad you guys are covering this game.
Oh, it's our pleasure to be here. It's been great so far. We'll take a break. Come back with more here in halftime. It's Dewar on top of Velma, 36-26.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorse works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkunpregnant.org. That's thinkunpregnant.org.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
What are your thoughts on the first half? Kind of back and forth game.
Yeah.
A lot of momentum swings.
I kind of thought early on that Dewar, just how they controlled things and got out to that 2-score lead, I was really impressed. But, you know, Velma showed their speed and their skill position. They got a couple of good stops defensively and have made this thing a game, especially getting the ball here to start the second half.
So the Comets will have a chance to potentially get the ball first. Another onside, and it's going to be a penalty against the Comets. Offsides on the return team, so it'll cost them 5 yards. Let's check some other scores. See what we got going on here. Which class would you like to know about?
Let's look at let's check out some scores in 2A. We haven't talked about any 2A games, have we?
Nope. Let's do it. All right. Class 2A tonight. Week 2 of district play for the 2A schools. Jones and Crossings Christian, 24-3. That ball is booted deep and will be returned. And a good return for the Comets. I'll tell you what, Idabel's got a pretty solid football team this year.
What's Idabel's mascot?
Warriors, 35-0 over Valiant in the third quarter. Washington hammering Community Christian, 51-0.
Man, they were good.
Eufaula, 21, Heavener, 14. Kansas Comets are in the top 10. They're handling Morris tonight, 34-0. Morris not too far from us here.
And they got a big game with Baggs next week.
Yeah.
Little Kansas.
Strickland passes out into the flat, and good defense by the Dragons to stop that.
Here's an interesting score, Mark. How about Tuttle just leads Harris 7-0 in the starting third quarter? It's kind of closer than I kind of thought.
Yeah, Harris doing a nice job this year. Got their first loss last week. Halftime, Millwood 20, Chisholm 10. Millwood's had a hard time scoring points, which is kind of uncharacteristic of the Falcons, but
Longhorns much improved, gotten gradually better every week. I believe they've won 3 games in a row coming into that one.
There's a big play, and another one off and running. Will he be caught? It doesn't look like it. Isaac Camarillo goes the distance on a screen pass in just 25 seconds into the third quarter. Velma has drawn within 4.
We talked about it, the big play potential by Velma. They have shown it all night on the edge. They've got all sorts of different guys outside that can affect you, and this time it was Camarillo.
So the Comets, Strickland's going to roll out, and there's going to be a penalty here. Strickland throws it back across his body, and it's good, but the penalty flag, I think, will keep this from.
I think it's going to be a hold.
Keep this from being a successful conversion attempt.
Well, even Coach Kenny Bear mentioned that the 2-point conversions have not come very easy for Velma. They are not converting on the 2-point conversions.
So they move this back 10 yards to the 13-yard line, the conversion try. Strickland rolls to his right.
Had him.
Strickland throwing way back across his body, and it's going to be incomplete. So another good job on defense by the Dragons. We'll take a quick break, come back here with the kickoff. Dewar to get it back down, or excuse me, up 4.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old.
Welcome back. Velma attempts a little onside kick. Recovered by the Dragons, the 48-yard line. So Dewar gets it for the first time here in the second half.
Well, I think if you're Dewar, you just got to stick with what got you here and what gets you on the board. And that is a heavy dose of Corbin. He has been super impressive, and that lean on that big line up front. Might even consider, too, at this point in the game, it's been very tough to stop Velma. It wouldn't be a bad idea to even think about, taking some time off the clock, too, as well.
Velma's had a lot of success with that screen game.
Big hole.
There it goes. Look at Corbin making the moves. Great stop and start. Picks up 9.
That's number 20. Broderick's. That's Spigner?
Broderick Spigner. I believe his dad's Kenny, the one of the assistants there at Velma. Boy, that was a errant snap and one of the few mistakes that we've seen so far tonight. But Peyton.
I saw you struggling, Mark.
Yeah, for the first time in 2 weeks, we have lights now in the press box. So
let there be light.
Yes, Peyton Kilhofer was able to get back on that football, 2nd down and 20. And the Dragons got a break, so they gave him the first down on that last gain. And there's a second error, fumble, but Corbin picks it up on the bounce and is able to run close to the first down. What a play.
Well, get the ball in his hand any way you can, right?
Back-to-back bad snaps. And that's about as well as you can do on a play like that. Corbin gets outside, and another nice gain.
Great job by the big guys up front.
That's just like you had advised. Corbin, not much running room there. He will have enough for the first down. They will move the chains. Just as you pointed out, this is a pretty picture-perfect drive for Dewar, able to keep their defense over here on this side of the field and perhaps potentially tire out a little bit, get some knocks in on these guys for Velma that are playing on both sides of the football.
Over at our other game of the week, Perkins leads Metro Christian 14-7 the third quarter. And Marlowe Lone Grove's a good game right now, 14-7. Marlowe leads in the third quarter.
Lone Grove took their first loss last week against Heritage Hall.
They are good.
Marlowe remains unbeaten.
$9:18 to go here in the third quarter. A lot of time being ticked off.
Corbin takes the handoff, and Velma is right there to make the stop. Good defense for the Comets. Caden Lyle, one of the two defenders, up to make the tackle. 3rd down and 7 to go. Kilhofer's going to keep it. Pitches on the option. Great tackle made on the Comets defensively. That was Slade Strickland. Comes up to make the stop. And it'll be 4th down and 6 to go.
Great stop.
Big play here for the Dragons. Dragons have never trailed in this game. Up 4. Kilhofer going to throw. Has his man, and it's caught for the first down. Big conversion for the Dragons, who have kept it primarily on the ground in this series, but they pick up a big first down through the air.
And a great play call there by Dewar to get Kilhofer out on the boot. And a great route to the first down marker for a first down.
First down and goal to go for the Dragons. Kilhofer going to keep it. And he is tackled. Comets defense looks a little bit better here in the second half.
Doing a much better job against the run. They haven't let any busts happen, but still, this is the exact kind of drive, if you're Dewar, that you want. Shorten this game, let that clock tick down. It's been difficult for them to stop Velma defensively.
Both of these teams with several contributors that are young. Corbin gets hit and dropped back. Riker Sander with another tackle.
That guy's got 10-plus tackles for sure. Vegas Kerr's point total is in jeopardy right now.
Well, they've come in bunches at times.
That's true.
I think I hit this one right on the number. Third down to goal. Killhofer hands it to Corbin, and he's in for the touchdown. So the Dragons retaliate, going the length of the field and have the advantage pushed back up to 10.
I mean, you just couldn't have drawn it any better for Dewar. Fantastic drive there. Take some time off the clock, get the kind of pace of the game back to where you want it, and take a 2-score lead.
This conversion attempt's going to be good. Killhofer goes in on the quarterback draw, and it moves the lead up to 12. 44-32. Dragons lead the Comets. We're back after this.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today. Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
For more
Kick is covered well by the Dragons, and Velma Alma will set up at the 39-yard line. So thanks to my buddy Zach Pogue for telling us that missing the pronunciation. Kenny Spigner, Broderick Spigner. Get that right? The Comets have a really good athletic group of wide receivers. Camarillo, Langston Walker. These guys have been tough to stop in the screen game. Getting into space, and there's another gain of 9 yards. And you've prescribed it. I think for Velma, their key to success is the passing game. Just a quick passing game. And for Dewar, it's being able to run the football successfully with their bell cow, Evan Corbin.
Well, and what you can do, too, if you're Velma, is if Dewar starts putting extra defenders out on the edge, which they're starting to do that now, that's when you want to look for some type of, delay, kind of a QB run, like a QB draw is a good play.
Childress going to go deep. This ball is...
Oh, good coverage.
Off the hands of the intended receiver.
That was just great coverage that time.
Screen pass, and again, great
Nice.
moves along the sideline and still going. And still going. Camarillo.
Well, in that time, he broke about 5 tackles on that play. Very impressive. It looks like we have a player down. I believe that's number 2, Keelan Berry.
Keelan Berry, the Dewar Jr. is back there. Everyone had a shot at Camarillo. He's made a couple of big plays here in the second half. We'll take a timeout while they attend to the injured player. Got a cramp. Hopefully he'll be fine. Back with more here in the Squirtle Game of the Week.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local VOTEC, we are Autry Technology Center.
Welcome back. Comets with the football. First down and 10. Injured Dragon. Keelan Berry was carried off the field by 4 teammates, and they're all working on him right now, trying to get the cramp out.
That's real teamwork.
First and 10, Comets from the Dragon 43.
Velma has a running back in the backfield. And that is not something that they've done or employed much of the game, and a nice scramble by Slade Strickland to get him out of bounds at a game of about 8.
Well, and great job of making something out of literally nothing there.
Strickland, straight drop back, going deep. And overthrown. Again, very good coverage from the Dragons.
Those are 2 dudes that can run. Both those guys out there. That's a great throw and great coverage by the corner.
Third down and 3. Strickland, backside pressure, throws it, caught, but not much of a gain. And let's see where this ball is marked. Going to be a first down. Reception by Jace Riley. So about a 4-yard reception, but it's good enough to move the chains. .504 to go, first down and 10.
What?
Strickland shovel pass.
What is that?
Is a really nice run. Strickland just shoveled it to Langston Walker.
That was really interesting. They had a screen set up, too. I don't know if that was done intentionally, but, man, if it was, that was quite the play call.
Another quick toss, and a couple of flags are thrown on this one, so I think this is going to be coming back. Camarillo with the reception. Tackled after a gain of 5, but I think this is going to be holding on the Comets.
Well, about 3 guys got held on that play, so they could have took a pick on who they wanted to call it on.
It's been a big-time battle up front between the offensive line of Velma, the defensive front for Dewar. Aiden Torres, a senior, one of those guys blocking up front for the Comets. Two guards for them. Landon Richardson.
You know what else I like in 8-man? Is the skill position numbers on the offensive line. I like that. Big fan of that.
Right. Cooper Paramore, the other blocker up front for the Comets. Nice job tonight.
And Velma just needs to be patient here and understand that they've got 3 more downs to get, 12 or 13 yards, not try to get it all back at one time.
Strickland rolling out, and going to have a pass interference call on the Dragons as there was a little bit of contact on that pass to the end zone.
And that time their feet just got tangled up, and there was just a little bit of a shove in the secondary, and you knew that was happening eventually because Velma's coaches have been politicking for a flag on in the secondary, and that time they got it.
And that's going to bail them out of the penalty.
That's called gamesmanship, Mark.
It is.
When I was on the sidelines, I used to think it was a pass interference every time against my secondary.
Talking this over. And again, pass interference in high school, not an automatic first down. So this ball will set them up with a second down and about 2.
Give a shout out to Dustin Goodnow, the voice of the Northwestern Rangers. He's tuning in tonight. He's an Okmulgee graduate and kind of from the area and is familiar with Dewar, so he's tuned in from Alva. Dustin does a heck of a job calling games at Northwestern. Ooh.
Is that a forward pass? And again, it was half the distance to the goal on the pass interference penalty, so that puts the ball
at the 5.
Yeah, right around the 5 or 6 yard line. They can pick up a first down without getting a touchdown.
I think you're right. I think it's at about the it says the ball's on the 5, but I think it's probably closer to about the 5.5 or 6, right?
Yes.
I don't think the clock has a half on it. Just being critical.
When are the Lady Rangers? What's the first game?
I believe that is the first week in November. And then they play an exhibition, and they play a couple home games, and then they head to Hawaii.
It's going to be here before you know it.
Oh, I know.
Strickland is taken down for a loss.
That's Henderson.
That's about the 7 yard line, so this will bring up a interesting fourth down, and we got it look like another potential cramp on the field here. One of the Velma players. There's some good sportsmanship being helped up by one of the Dewar players.
Officials tonight have done a much better job of managing the game. We've had some of these games early in the year where there's been, and I think the play has caught up to that too. We had a lot of penalties early in the year, just not a lot of great flow to the games, and this game has had much better flow to it.
Velma's used their first time out here of the second half, and I think it's a pretty critical time here in the game. Certainly want to get things right here on this fourth down play.
Well, and honestly, if I'm Velma, I'm doing something that's misdirection or delayed on the backside just because Dewar their pass rush is so intense, and this field has been squeezed down just by the yardage and the end zone. So if that's in your playbook, that's what I'm doing. Or like we saw them run that little trick play too as well. That was a pretty good play earlier on.
Dragon Nation, it's 4th and 7. Let's ride.
Motion for the Comets. Strickland, little delayed roll. He's got a man wide open over the middle, and it bounces off his hands. Wide open in the back of the end zone. Let's see what the penalty marker is here. Holding on the Comets, and the Dragons get the turnover on downs.
Well, just a big stop by Dewar, obviously. And if you're Dewar, time to go back to your man in the backfield and make this clock your friend with the 2-score lead. That's what I'm doing. That's a tough situation for Velma. Velma had a lot of success spreading the field out to get the ball out to their playmakers, but unfortunately when you get down inside the red zone, that field shrinks down, makes it easier to defend.
That is absolutely true. That's been true tonight, really, for both teams.
Man, look at that Enid score, 35-14 over Moore. Go Plainsman. False start.
Started to have a few more penalties here in the second half.
That's because I made the comment about how clean the game is played.
I'm not going to blame you for that.
Perkins has gone up 21-7 now in our other game of the week.
Make that 1st and 14 for the 4th.
Enid now leads 42-14. Union all over Yukon, 42-7. Wasso all over Mustang, 27-3 at half. Westmore has taken a 14-6 lead over Jinx now.
Well, that would be a big win for the Jags. They have not had a lot of success in that series history.
Markers, a game we called last year. Del City is all over McAllister, 35-7.
If there is a team, I think, in Class 5A that can challenge Carl Albert, Del City might be that group. And Guthrie, with their result this evening, also don't want to slight the Blue Jays. They've got a very good team.
28-0 over there.
Corbin gets loose and gets the Dragons out of a hole with a big run. His rushing total is getting up there tonight.
32-yard gain, and that's enough for a equaling Dewar Dragons first down.
Noble and El Reno have a shootout going, 34-30 at half.
That's a score. That's 2 Squirtle schools. You'd be covered in that one for sure.
Handoff goes to quarterback keeper. Freshman for Dewar picks up 5 yards. Dragons are just being deliberate here, content to let the clock run with a 12-point lead. Little reverse handoff, and we're going to have holding on the edge. Keelan Berry Well, this one's going to come back, and it cost him 10 yards.
A lot of times when you see that motion action, it's the first time you've kind of run something out to the edge like that from Dewar. You see a lot of holds that occur.
Holding against the Dragon.
Have not checked the action in Class A this evening. Let's do that. Morrison and Chelsea in the fourth quarter, 18-16. That's a pretty good game. Big surprise here. Pawnee 34, Tonkawa 13.
Wow.
Buccaneers in danger of losing a game at home.
Much better job that time by the Velma defensive line getting penetration there. That's big, number 19, another great number. Riley Absher.
Crescent on top of Christian Heritage, 21-7. Dibble is leading Ringling, 22-6 in the fourth quarter. Walters over Mangum. That's a good game, 14-0. Saw that my friend J.C. Watts spoke to the Minko football team yesterday. Minko up big on Watonga, 49-0.
I think Minko has a chance.
They got a pretty good team.
They do. They're really big up front. They're well coached. Those kids that are playing now have, when they were younger, were on some very talented teams too as well, and they just they've got the recipe to make it far, make a big run. They're going to be playing Crescent more than likely for that district title here in a few weeks. I believe that game is at Crescent.
Fairview winning 56-20 over Thomas.
This is a big run.
That was a good job there for Velma's Slade Strickland, the quarterback, to draw attention to the fact that he was being held. And so here's another holding penalty, and this one is coming back. I'll tell you what, Corbin runs with some aggressiveness. I mean, he is stiff-arming people and using swim technique with the football and all kinds of stuff.
He's looking for contact. But then when he busts out in the open, when he sees green, he's gone.
We have had an inordinate amount of penalties since you made the comment that this game is being played with very few penalties called.
I can't believe I did that to us. And by pulling up, make an apology to all the fans out there, too, for ruining the flow of this game. I'm still going twice to my tailback here. On 3rd and 12. Play the odds. He can get 6 both times on average, right?
I think he can get 6 or 60. Look at this. Good move there. And you're right. He picks up 6.
He picks up about 7.
It's be an interesting play call here. I think you go for it. They're going to obviously let the quarter run out, but I would go for it.
I think this is well within their range probability of making this. That will conclude the first 3 quarters of action here on our game of the week. When we return, it will be Dewar facing a 4th down and 5 from their own 45-yard line. Stay tuned. We're back for the 4th quarter.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway here. Dewar facing a 4th down and 5 from the 45.
I've really liked what they've done on the sprint out stuff with that kind of intermediate drag route, but then I also really like handing it off to Corbin. Either way, I think you're in good shape.
Kilhofer is going to have to try to get this on his own. Turn it up, big hit. Knocked out of bounds by Camarillo, and they're not going to get it. Turnover on downs, and Velma just keeps hanging around in this game. The option has not worked very well this evening.
Well, in that time, if you're going to try to get the edge, you want to get the edge with Corbin. But I don't know if they did a very good job of the pitch man kind of got out in front of Kilhofer, made it difficult for him to even try to pitch. This gives Velma life.
Strickland got a roll to his right. Little short pass. It's defended well. Pick up a 5.
That is impressive that Velma's band traveled.
They've been playing all night.
They even have a sousaphone and 8-man. You ever seen that?
I don't believe I have. I don't think the Dewar Band has one.
A tuba with a cover. Not only is it a tuba, but it has a VA cover on it. It's big time.
That is impressive. There's been a little more defense played here in the second half.
Yeah, I think both teams are kind of figuring out. They both kind of obviously have made it aware of where their tendencies are going to be, and you see that happen with good teams that tackle. I'll tell you what, these teams are going to get tired, though, here in this fourth quarter, so look for a big play to bust here pretty soon.
There's a toss to Walker.
Ooh, great tackle.
And an open field tackle.
Nevin Corbin does it on both sides.
Another fourth. Have we had a punt tonight? We have not.
I don't think so.
4th and 3, Dragon Nation, let's ride.
No play. Throw that little stick pass out here to 1 on the right.
Strickland throws it up, and is that caught?
Yes, it was.
What a play.
Pass is complete.
Just like you drew it up, the old jump pass.
He was running for his life. Great play by Slade Strickland to extend and convert. Comets keep that drive alive on a 4th down. Strickland.
Good
what
ball.
a strike. That's a touchdown.
He was almost across the line of scrimmage, but a great ball.
Great pass. Strickland and Jace Riley was on the receiving end of that.
Well, you know, that's what's crazy is Strickland was the backup early in the year, too. He has looked very impressive tonight.
We got multiple players down with cramps. Like you mentioned, it's hot today, and it's kind of taking its toll. So these guys, both teams have had players going both ways and getting a lot of snaps. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with the conversion attempt It's 44-38, 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this one on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Sports.
Welcome back. Still attending to an injured player or a player with cramps in the end zone. So,
how about this score? And I know you've seen both these teams play. Heritage Hall 42, Pauls Valley 7. No, that game was played last night, I believe, right?
It was played last night in Pauls Valley. The Panthers have a pretty good team, but they are in a very, very difficult portion of their schedule. I think they have Sulphur next week. Those 3 games back to back. I had a text from a Division I football coach friend of mine that was looking to do some recruiting in Sulphur.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
The kid that moved in from Ardmore?
Ada, yeah.
Ada, sorry, yes.
And Sulphur's played some good football this year. I think they're only lost to Washington, which that's no disgrace.
Perkins still leads Metro 21-7. Looks like Kingfisher is going to get their first win of the season. They're up 24-0 on Mount St. Mary's. Marlowe has gone up by 2 scores over Lone Grove now. Shakota over Seminole 21-20.
Seminole and Mike Snyder with a big win last week.
How many years is this
knocked
for Mike?
off? I think it could be 50.
Man,
I should know that.
Blanchard leads Newcastle 20-13. That is a heck of a game. That will be a game on Squirtle too, so you could watch that on BlanchardLions.tv. But don't leave this game because this game is about to go under 1 score.
Roll out. Strickland rolling. Has a man. 2-point conversion is good. Got a 4-point game. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Dewar to receive the kickoff, up 4.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
So, not real big on paying.
Welcome back to the Squirtle Game of the Week. This one has been as good as advertised, and the Comets just won't go away. Dewar will extend to 10, 12-point lead, and back comes Velma. And with the score and 2-point conversion, 44-40. Comets will kick this one out of bounds, and then the Dragons will take over. What is the, what we said earlier, we can ask our friends here next door, was it 90 straight wins?
I believe that's correct. 90 straight home wins, yeah.
Or regular season wins.
Regular season, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, that would be 90 straight. That is a lot of wins in a row. A lot of time still left in this game, too, as well.
Dewar has done a good job here in the second half of possessing the football. The running game is very, very difficult to stop. I think Velma's gaining some confidence on the offensive side of the football, but they have yet to slow down Nev and Corbin. I kicked that one. That was good hands.
Ooh.
By Benatigwe.
He's got some speed, too.
Tigwe is knocked down and out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and we're going to get a late hit against Velma, so that's going to set the Dragons up with really good field position.
Yeah, that was a silly decision by Isaac Camarillo. He's made a lot of really good plays on the night, and that was silly there.
Tigwe was kind of in a vulnerable position, and Camarillo came in late with the hit. So that's a costly personal foul. 15 yards. They'll take it down to the 24-yard line where they have it 1st and 10.
Looks like the Dragons will have it about the 24-yard line. The Cox 1st and 10.
Little option play. That's a dangerous play and a broken tackle and a good move for the Dragons. Could have been very costly. A dangerous pitch, but it ends up with a gain of 9.
Boy, that was risky. Great job, though, by the Comets to take the running back out of the play that time, and Kilhofer did a good job of pulling it. We tick under 9 minutes now here to go in this game.
Touchdown. Nevin Corbin takes the handoff and scores another touchdown.
Well, they called him down. The back judge called him down.
Let's see, where is the back judge saying he was down?
Half-yard line.
So they are going to wind the clock, and it is ball is just outside the end zone, right on the 1-yard line.
Guys were about to play the jump around song, and they didn't realize they hadn't scored yet.
Kilhofer's going to go under center, hands it to Corbin again, and he easily trots into the end zone. Back to a 10-point game at 50-40. Kilhofer was going to roll to his right, tries to get it in himself, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. Makes the score 52-40 in favor of Dewar. 8 minutes, 7 seconds to go. We're back after this on the Game of the Week.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Day in.
Jacob Hayden to kick off.
Ooh. Onside kick and recovery made by the Comets. That has not fooled them tonight.
No, Velma's done a great job against that all night long. Tell you what, Velma has a crew of cheerleaders over there for Class B.
They do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dewar's got about as many, too, over on this side. So
there were over 40 in Marlow last week.
Hold.
Going to have a holding penalty on the Comets.
Number 8, Nia Corbin on the sack. Flag on the play.
Hold on. Beam wants to decide what he wants to do.
You're going to decline that. I think that's the right move.
I would agree.
Take the sack.
Holding against Velma Alma is declined. It's going to be 2nd and 15.
Clock should wind.
Quick pass taken by Langston Walker. Walker tries to cut across the field, and he's stopped after a gain of about 6. So that brings up 3rd down and 9 to go.
Keelan Berry on the tackle. 3rd and 9.
Keelan's been struggling with that cramp all night long. He looks like he's coming off the field. Be a good time to go deep if you're Velma. Run something right over the middle of the field. That inside receiver.
Strickland.
Oh.
And going backwards. Looked like he was getting very close to the first down. Camarillo was stopped a couple of yards short.
And Camarillo is quick out there.
Big play here in the ball game. Stop would be huge for Dewar, but Velma has just come back so many times in this game. And we're going to have a false start on the wide receiver. Got a little early start, and that will cost the Comets 5. Going to the 4th quarter in Jinx with Westmore on top of the Trojans, 14-12.
Wow.
Strickland going to go deep, and again, that's great coverage over there by the Dragons, and the turnover on downs gives it back to Dewar.
Well, this is a situation, too, where on this possession, being ahead by 2 scores, if you're Dewar, you're running the ball every play. Running the ball, clock's your friend, make Velma use their timeouts. Shorten this game. That easy, Mark.
I mentioned this. I mean, again, these two teams played a year ago and Dewar won 46-0, and I don't think that means that Dewar is any less talented of a team. I think that this is one of those that we've just seen some improvement from Velma.
I've been very impressed with Velma. They've not been able to run the ball, and I think a lot of that has to do with Dewar up front, but they have found ways to get offense in this game, and they have skill guys all over the place. This is going to be a heavy dose of Corbin.
Killhofer hands it to Corbin, and there he goes. Just runs so low to the ground and so hard. I'm very impressed with what he's been able to do.
And if you're Dewar here, good job by the coaching staff of holding them up. I wouldn't snap the ball, I mean, probably under 3 every time.
Not that we condone gambling on high school sports, but Vegas Kerr's line of 96.5 is just right on the money.
It is.
98.
98.5 is what it was.
98.5. It's going to come down to potential 2-point conversion play.
They don't call him Vegas Kerr for no reason, Mark.
I'll have to do the veiled Al Michaels references for the line. 2nd down and 8 to go. And the clock is now under 5 minutes.
Great job.
Corbin got buried on a big hit.
It's number 20.
Tackle made by Broderick Spigner. He was the leading tackler in terms of tackles for loss on the team this year. Justin Bowden is doing a nice job in there for Velma, too, up front. Third and 6.
All start.
Penalty. Corbin got off to premature start.
One thing that does happen, though, is you get a little more time burn off the clock. QB should not snap until you see that back judge start putting his hand up in the air and do the 5-second countdown.
Little reverse handoff.
Great
Boy, that's
defense.
a great play. Just grabbing the jersey and throwing down Christian Gargola. That's the quarterback, or excuse me.
It's Riker.
Riker Sander, sophomore.
Good
He's playing
timeout.
a big game tonight.
Smart time out there by Velma.
Timeout. Velma Alma. Dragons are going to face 4th down and about 18 with 3:36 to go.
Day in and day out, you're committed. Every practice, every training, every game, every meet, you put in the work. Your fans may not see it, but you do. You have a story to tell, a personal brand, a career to launch, and an audience to connect with. Take control of your story with Athleon.co. You're doing the work. You deserve to benefit from it.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company.
Welcome back. Some other Class 4A scores. Blanchard has extended their lead over Newcastle, 28-13. One final, Tuttle, 27, Hera, 0. Really good game going on in Tulsa between Jinx and Westmore. Jags up 14-12 going into the fourth quarter.
Man, that would be a huge win for Westmore's program.
Norman North defeated Broken Arrow 28-14.
You see a quick kick here maybe, Mark?
That's possible.
Or they may run it and try to keep some clock.
They're going to hand it to Corbin, and he's capable of doing some big things. He's able to pick up about 7-8 yards here. Oh, no, we have a late flag. I think this is going to cost Velma.
Is it going to be Velma or Dewar?
Let's see here.
I think it was Dewar.
Yeah. The referee is too close to the stands. Going to hear everything he said.
Yes, you could.
Well, that is a tough penalty against the Dragons.
Well, that gives Velma great field position. They'll have the ball inside the 50 now with 3:28 to go, so they still have 2 of their timeouts, so they're able to save 2 of their timeouts on that drive. The play where Dewar ran the edge kind of reverse play is the one that really backed up Dewar and kind of got them out of what they were trying to do.
So the ball rests right on the 45-yard line. And we'll see what the Comets have in store offensively. Strickland hit as he throws, and the ball falls to the turf incomplete.
It's Henderson there that time. Great pass rush.
Strickland takes off. Good decision. And he's still running. Makes a man miss and gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Great play by Strickland there. I think that was a designed run.
Yeah, I think it was a good call against the pressure. The defense has been getting back there, put some heat on him, and took off and had plenty of running room.
This could get really interesting very quick. Still a lot of time on that clock.
Strickland. Pass. Nice hurdle by Camarillo to get out of bounds.
Nope, he's in. Stayed in bounds.
That's clock continues to run.
If you're Camarillo, you got to get out of bounds that time. The clock is your enemy right now. Faked it. They got him. Ooh.
Big stop. Is this going to be a face mask?
Hold.
Henderson back there to get some pressure.
That was big for Dewar.
Penalty is going to be declined, so it will be 3rd down and about 12.
It's going to be 3rd down and 12.
Be 3rd and further than that.
A little further than that.
Let's make it 3rd and 15.
Got those Dr. Bilardo eyes over here. Clock runs too. Ooh, screen. Good job.
That was well read. Very aggressive defense.
That was read very well by the defender there that time for Dewar. Fantastic defensive play.
Velma will call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the game. They have one timeout left here. The biggest play of the ball game when we come back.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma. Big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane?
This PA guy is phenomenal.
He's got the fans whipped into a frenzy. 4th down.
Going to even them out across the board.
And they're going to get Strickland from behind. Big tackle made by Nevin Corbin. And that will perhaps do it if the Dragons...
Well, the PA guy just called it.
Can gain that first down. Matter of fact, I don't even know if they need a first down here with 2:10 to go. Been a heck of a game.
It has. It's been amazing hospitality by Dewar. Started off with incredible barbecue.
We're getting spoiled, man.
Yeah, we are, no doubt. Big thanks and major respect to Velma, Alma. What a great football team they have, and impressive how they traveled to this game. And also great props to Dewar and their home crowd. There are people all over the place. Our camera doesn't do it justice, so I think you're going to see these two teams late in the playoffs, both of them.
Corbin is still fighting for extra yards and moves it forward for a gain of about 5.
I believe Velma should only have one timeout left.
Yeah.
They still show 2 on the board, but I believe they only have 1 left. Still think they're snapping the ball too quick. That guy hadn't even started his count yet. What do I know?
Uh-oh. All that remains to be seen is the total. I think you can get into the victory formation.
Vegas Kerr needed him there. That would have matched his 98 point total.
Still a very impressive.
It was. I doubted it early.
Very impressive setting of the line in the first half.
So we haven't decided where we're going next week, but make sure you look out on our social media, and obviously be doing the Pick'em show too as well, but we'll be going somewhere. I know that.
Dragons in victory formation.
What a great game. Great sportsmanship, too, here at the end.
You mentioned it. I think both these teams really are. They're championship contenders in 8-man football.
And
Laverne is going to be in it. I think Sealing, who beat Laverne,
got
a chance to be in it.
Obviously, OBA played Ceiling very close, and OBA is a team I think that has dealt with graduation well and is better than what people thought. But, yeah, these two teams are going to be there in the end. I wonder how the bracket plays out. It'd be interesting to see if they're on the same side of the bracket or not.
OBA eliminated this Dewar team a year ago. Velma was eliminated by Laverne in the semifinals. So, great job by the crew here tonight. Appreciate those guys. Thanks to Josh Kilhofer, Josh Bean, showing us around.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere.
Dragons 52, the Comets 40. Final thoughts?
Just a great game, a great 8-man game, awesome atmosphere. Really enjoyed coming out here. I thought both these teams showed a lot of really good things. I think ultimately it just came down to the more physical team tonight. I think Dewar was just the more physical team and had that run game, had the most impressive player, I think, on both sides of the ball. I'm a big fan of Cade Henderson. I thought he was an absolute animal on the defensive side, and obviously, Corbin at tailback for Dewar. And big props, though, to Velma. Velma has some serious skill players outside on the edge. And the one thing they're going to have to figure out when they play more physical teams is how they can run the ball and have some success running it.
For Adam Dieselhorse, I'm Mark Rogers. We'll see you again next week with the Game of the Week. Final score here tonight, Dewar 52, Velma Alma 40.